Well, Coach Bowie, we appreciate you for sitting down with us. Obviously, it's homecoming week, so a lot of excitement, I'm sure, within the team, within yourself. How are you feeling for your first homecoming week here on the Hill?
Yeah, super exciting. I think the guys are ready to go. They're pretty fired up about the opportunity to go out there and compete again. And obviously, anytime there's extra buzz around campus, it's exciting. But anytime you get to play at home here in Bowling Green, we're pretty excited about that opportunity and excited to get going.
There's something I've noticed both you and Coach Helton always mention that a season is a marathon. You're well throughout the season. You're getting to the latter half of it now. But for you, your first year here on the Hill, what's been different about maybe this marathon of a season compared to years past for you?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think a couple things. I mean, this area is really great. The fan base is really passionate and loyal, and I think you get a feel for the people around town has been really special in getting into the season. Like I said, new here. I got a young family. I got a daughter under the age of 1, and my wife and I are really enjoying that here. It's a great sort of community to raise a family. That's been really cool. And then in the season, I think we've just done a good job of responding to adversity at times. I mean, a season's a marathon means that there's ups and downs, and you don't always get to control them. But I think as a group, offensively and as a team, we've done a good job responding to when those times come about.
Obviously, you're from the Baltimore area. Take me back to Baltimore, to a young Rick Bowie.
Sure.
What did that journey look like for you starting in football? What really got you into the football landscape in Baltimore?
Yeah, that's a great question. I got done playing ball. I was a Division III below average quarterback. I threw the ball to the other team way too much. I couldn't have coached me. My senior year, I actually moved to receiver, which was the beginning, I think, of sort of expanding my vision of the game. And it's amazing how things always work out for the best. And so that was the beginning of it. Then I got done with college. I didn't know what I wanted to do, like a lot of people. And I got a call from my alma mater about coming back to basically do like a teaching internship. I hadn't studied it, so it allowed me to kind of get into a classroom without the formal lessons needed. And so I got a chance to like student teach almost for a while, but at the time it was a K through 12 institution. So I always knew I wanted to be around the game. And at the time, the football coach at the time said, hey, why don't you come coach the varsity team, but work in 4th grade. And so I joked, probably wasn't qualified enough to teach high school mathematics at the time. So it let me kind of dive into to instructing. And that's been a big blessing. I think teaching's teaching. And if you can keep 4th graders engaged on adding and subtracting fractions, it's pretty easy to get kids to love ball, to get diving into that. So that's been a blessing there. And then 2 different stops in the Baltimore area where I got a chance to coach high school ball for 6 years and had a lot of success. I didn't know anybody, but interestingly enough, my first like networking opportunities were people in college coming to recruit our players. And so when that happened, I got a chance to meet some college coaches because like I said, I didn't really know anybody just as a Division III kid. And then that's where I got a chance to meet some of the people who gave me my first job.
We talked to Marshall Jackson a little bit earlier, and he mentioned that you're a quotes guy, like a catchphrase guy. Is there any quote maybe you use with the guys, or like a favorite movie or TV show quote that you like to quote all the time?
Yeah, I'm a sucker for bad comedies. You know what I mean?
Like Jim Carrey?
Yeah,
like
Jim Carrey. Anything along like Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
Love
there you
Adam
go.
Sandler.
Yes.
Like any of those clips. I do love movies. For me, it's like in our line of work, you don't get a ton of time, especially in season, to get away. So like people always ask, like, do you have a TV show? Like, I don't have time for 4 seasons of anything, but I can run home on a Thursday night sometimes when we get a little time away and throw on a movie. Movie quotes is one of those things that I've always loved, and they just kind of come to me pretty easily. I don't know if it's the same thing as sort of like watching tape, that auditory memory, but they just kind of come out. And so I think frequently you'll see the guys sometimes confused. There's a little bit of a generational shift when you get into the Billy Madisons and the Happy Gilmores of the world. But when you shoot those loose, there's a lot of frequent questions about what movie that it's from. Obviously, Will Ferrell, anything from him are things that I really love. And
Step Brothers?
Step Brothers is a great one.
There you go.
Yeah. Any along those lines, like I'm pretty good at reciting those quotes, and the kids get a kick out of it, and it's just something to add a little fun.
Do you have a favorite quote? Maybe
I don't know if I can do that.
Any particular one? Or?
Yeah, I don't know if I can even tag it down to just one. If I'm being honest, I'd be doing an injustice to the bank. But it usually just comes about through conversation. Like somebody will say something that then triggers something along the way that you can use. So, any of we've been on a lot of kicks recently, but any of them along the way, you can't name one. That home field advantage in college football is not like many other collegiate sports, so come out, it's a big help for us. I know the players really appreciate it. It adds great energy for us and it can impact the game. So being out here in the afternoon provides a lot of opportunities for guys, people to get out here that maybe can't push it on the later day. I get it, young kid, I understand, but that first day game opportunity provides, hopefully the fans will come out and support.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you for sitting down with us.
Yeah,
and
hey, thanks
wish
so
you
much.
good luck later today.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks, Coach.